Our big story tonight concerns banking stocks like HDFC Bank and how mainstream media completely tricks the retail investor into dumping their assets.
Viewers, we're getting another big breaking news coming in this at this moment. Now, HDFC Bank chairman Atanu Chakraborty resigns, cites ethical reasons for stepping down. Okay,
Chairman Atanu Chakraborty resigned from his post, citing ethical issues. Simultaneously, reports leaked regarding an internal financial review of a 45 crore rupee marketing outlay within the HDFC Bank.
And shares of HDFC Bank remained under pressure after reports raised concerns over the bank's governance practices. But the bank, in response to NDTV Profit, has rejected any wrongdoing.
Shares plunged more than 2% on Wednesday as India's largest private lender faces serious governance questions after an internal vigilance investigation reportedly found that nearly 45 crore was routed through the bank's marketing. The issue surfaced after former HDFC Bank chairman Atanu Chakraborty abruptly resigned in March.
Media houses instantly combined these two separate corporate events to manufacture an absolute national emergency.
ये पिछले कुछ दिनों से लगातार जो है सवाल लगातार आ रहा है और आपकी टिप्पणी क्या रहेगी एचडीएफसी बैंक को लेकर के क्या स्ट्रेटजी रखें सर क्योंकि काफ़ी लोगों के पास है भी बहुत लोग बैंकों पे भरोसा करने के लिए दिग्गज बैंकों पे जो लोग दांव लगा रहे हैं वो भी एचडीएफसी बैंक को खरीदना चाहते हैं बहुत सारे म्यूचुअल फंड की पोजीशन से एचडीएफसी बैंक कब चलेगा सर
बिना किसी रियल लेजर बैलेंस शीट या रेगुलेटरी डॉक्यूमेंट को पढ़े न्यूज एंकर्स ऐसे चिल्लाने लगे मानो पूरा बैंकिंग इंडेक्स कल सुबह इतिहास बनने वाला था और डर का तो ऐसा माहौल बना दिया कि रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स थॉट कि न्यूज एंकर ही उनका फाइनेंशियल प्लानर है आम लोग डर के मारे अपने कोर एसेट्स को बिल्कुल बॉटम पर बेच देते हैं इंश्योरिंग देयर ओन फाइनेंशियल रूइंग। तो इस बात को जरा अच्छे से समझते हैं. Let's do a deep dive here. The media narrative few months ago claimed that leading private lenders were facing a total governance collapse. Management desks were framed as completely unstable and major financial media warned of sector-wide risk. News tickers painted a dark picture of asset downside, convincing the casual viewer that the core of domestic banking sector was breaking down completely. लेकिन जैसे ही हम हेडलाइंस के ड्रामे को हटाकर अकाउंट बुक्स को खोलते हैं असली सच्चाई सामने आ जाती है. So let's apply the basic financial engineering to the exact panic that headline machines manufactured over HDFC Bank's 85 crore marketing outlay alongside the chairman's exit. मीडिया ने तो इसको एक massive structural failure का नाम दे दिया. But let's look at core math. If you divide that 45 crore variance by the bank's actual integrated institutional asset base, which is nothing but its true value, which is 43 lakh crore rupees. The calculation is so simple. 45 crores is not even equal to 0.001% of the total asset value. तो नतीजा तो is very clear, right? ये variation एक standard mathematical rounding error से भी छोटा है. And to use this or to call this a foundational governance failure is an outright flaw in this basic logic only. A non-executive chairman exiting does not alter the ledger yield of the underlying asset book. अब ये तो एक accounting principle है, इसको कैसे आप वेरी कर सकते हो. तो फिर मीडिया ने कई महीनों तक इस माइक्रोस्कोपिक वेरिएशन को इतना बड़ा बनाकर क्यों दिखाया? Now that is the real question. Now because exactly at that moment foreign institutional investors FIIs faced a brutal global macro divergence. US का और ईरान का हमारे ट्रम्प बाबा की वजह से the war was at its peak. And because of the war risk premium, US Treasury yields went up to 5%.
The world's biggest economy is flashing a warning sign. And this time it's not about stocks crashing or banks failing.
It's about something even more important: US government bonds.
In a major development, the yield on America's 30-year Treasury bond has surged to its highest level since 2007. That's right, levels not seen since just before the global financial crisis.
And investors across the world are now asking one big question: is confidence in US debt starting to crack? So, what exactly happened? The yield on the 30-year US Treasury bond crossed 5%, while the 10-year yield also moved sharply.
So which means कि the FIIs wanted to liquidate their domestic financial allocation or any domestic position to lock in this risk-free 5% global yield in the US bonds. मतलब it's a very simple thing, right? कोई भी करता है, debt खरीदेगा 5% पे तो अच्छी बात है, right? So but now think like an institutional execution desk. ठीक है? If your mandate is to dump a massive 3% mega cap stake into a calm market, okay? Sorry, your own sell orders will smash the available bids and you will suffer a horrific execution slippage. इसका मतलब अपने ही हाथों से अपने ही पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मारना. So now nobody will take that stupid risk. तो उन बड़े फंड हाउसेस को एक्चुअली HDFC बैंक के एथिकल कंसर्न से कोई मतलब ही नहीं था. उनको सिर्फ एक हाई वॉल्यूम लिक्विडिटी विंडो चाहिए थी. और मीडिया created this psychological fog. The retail investors provided the panic selling liquidity at the structural bottom. And the FIIs smoothly executed their exit blocks without any adverse price impact. हो सकता है कि I'm wrong, okay? But the absolute proof hit the tape shortly after panic.
Now, an independent legal review commissioned by HDFC Bank has found no evidence supporting former chairman Atanu about these allegations of ethical and governance concerns. The findings clear the way for HDFC Bank to seek RBI approval for CEO Shashidhar Jagdishan's reappointment. Harshit.
Independent legal reviews cleared the operational desk of any structural abnormalities, and the RBI explicitly denied any material regulatory concerns regarding the asset ledger. इसका मतलब RBI said कि भाई this is clean, okay, there is no problem here. पर जब आम इंसान डर के मारे अपने इक्विटी पोर्टफोलियो को खाली कर रहा था, तो behind the scenes the bank's core fundamental, HDFC Bank's core fundamental were getting progressively stronger. Their core credit advances grew at 12%. And corporate deposits expanded by 14.4%. In any healthy market, this is a good sign. The other proof of the pudding is that the domestic institutional investors, our DIIs, during this exact same phase, increased their internal stake from 26.66 to 29.54%. तो समझो कि FIIs dumped exactly 3% and domestic institutions absorbed that exact 3% block. और रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स बीच में आई डोंट नो व्हाट दे वर डूइंग. जस्ट इमेजिन व्हाट द DIIs और एनीबडी हु वाज इन्वेस्टिंग एट दैट पॉइंट वाज थिंकिंग. उन शांत दिमाग वाले इन्वेस्टर्स ने इन चिल्लाते हुए न्यूज हेडलाइंस को देखा ही नहीं. उन्होंने सिर्फ क्या देखा? उन्होंने सिर्फ देखा कि देयर इज अ टियर 1 बैंकिंग एसेट विच इज अवेलेबल एट अ मैन्युफैक्चर्ड डिस्काउंट. तो उन्होंने चुपचाप खरीद लिया. So remember one thing, global financial systems do not wait for your investment errors. They actually actively engineer the order book to ensure कि you surrender your equity at the lowest possible cyclical point. जब आप टीवी देखकर अपने नुकसान से डर रहे होते हो तो उसी टाइम एक इंस्टीट्यूशन का बंदा बैठ के अपना प्रॉफिट का एंट्री ब्लॉक ढूंढ रहा होता है. Your panic is their discount. प्लीज रिमेंबर कि न्यूज चैनल्स का काम आपको अमीर बनाना नहीं है. उनका काम है सिर्फ हेडलाइंस बनाना, सनसनीखेज खबरें बेचना. ओके, बट वी कैनॉट चेंज देयर बिहेवियर एंड दिस वीडियो इज ऑब्वियसली नॉट अबाउट दैट. वी कैन ओनली चेंज आवर बिहेवियर विच इज ऑल्सो द कोर ऑफ दिस वीडियो. हम भी उसी रॉ मैथमेटिकल डेटा और इंटरनल ट्रैकिंग मेट्रिक्स को यूज करके अपने पोजिशंस को इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेवल पर बिल्ड कर सकते हैं. ओके, right now, as we navigate the current market conditions and major macroeconomic shifts around global capital flows, the media must already be creating another panic pattern. उनको कोई लेना देना नहीं है. That is their business. So if you want to stop operating like a cheap exit liquidity for any multi-billion-dollar debts, you have to strip away the adjectives from the news and look strictly at what is the variable. Just evaluate every news on the fundamentals. When the media says governance failure, the mathematical model should look at asset-based variance ratio. When they cry systemic collapse, we should actually track internal absorption data between FII liquidation and DII accumulation blocks. किसने कितना बेचा, किसने कितना खरीदा, पता चलना चाहिए, you know, because maths does not lie and maths does not definitely panic. And you know, that's the exact framework that we at Hedgenomist work at. We say that panic is not a strategy, but insulation is. We don't guess, we compute. So अगर आप भी एक reactionary headline trader से एक math driven capital allocator बनना चाहते हैं, तो you must join the Hedgenomist membership. With this paid membership, you get mathematical asset allocation models. Okay, it makes your life 100% simpler. Portfolio insulation roadmaps. Like I said earlier, okay, the strategy here is insulating your wealth from shocks. It's not just profits. So that helps. And private community Q&As to decode corporate data updates before the media can spin them. So you get an early insight into what we are all thinking. It's the easiest thing. एक sounding board की तरह. तो अब इस problem का solution आप ही के हाथों में है. HDFC Bank हो या कोई और heavyweight sector, the playbook, the media's playbook and the FII playbook is not going to change. Media creates the noise and you pay the price. या तो आप स्मार्ट बन जाइए या फिर हमारे चैनल में मेंबर बन जाइए. सो इतनी देर सुनने के लिए धन्यवाद. एंड इफ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो, प्लीज हिट दैट लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू फॉर योर टाइम एंड थैंक यू फॉर लिसनिंग टू मी. बाय बाय.